Welcome back. Elliott Trades here. We're going to do analysis on all the USD major pairs. Then I'm going to go into some crosses because I've not seen any opportunities really. Oh, apologies for yesterday's video. I've just found out that there was no sound, which is really bad. So apologies for that. Right, so we're going to get into this. What I was explaining yesterday is that obviously, there's going to be some up movement. We're bullish. We've known we're bullish. This is an accumulation on the daily time frame for NZDUSD. Okay. We're bullish. Okay. We eventually at some point, I expect to take out this high, but the way price has been traveling, so we'll go to the lower time frame because it looks okay on the daily, but honestly, it's not really. Can you see how price is traveling? Okay. So yesterday, if you managed to get a trade in at 2 o'clock, you'd be all right by now. You'd be all right by now. But as you can see from 2 o'clock, let me really go to that hour. Okay. From 2 o'clock, all right? Because before 2 o'clock, like say 6 o'clock, you would have had to have an unfavorable stop loss. Okay. So let's say the lows here, 4 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, if you was up at that time, UK time, then yeah, you could have got a decent trade here. But look how it would have come back at you, back on you. It's just this isn't. If you manage to get 2 o'clock, fine. But if you didn't get out at 3 o'clock, yeah, depends if you're a scalper or swing traders, or if you're a swing trader, fine. And yeah, but at the same time, we could be coming down even now, right? Because we have just taken the liquidity here. Sorry, let me just make sure this line is straight. Make sure this line is straight. Sorry. Right, that line is straight now. Probably get a bit higher than that before we drop, but take my word for it. Trade yesterday wasn't a great day to trade, so probably doesn't matter that you didn't hear my video. Well, actually, that's what I was explaining in the video. And today so far has not been a great day to trade either. So as you can see with NZDUSD, okay, and this count here, I wouldn't say it's 100%. Okay, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. But we've got like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, because this could be 3, this could be 4. Okay, but regardless of it, we're looking for a pronounced 4th wave. Okay, this is an impulsive. Sorry, this is an impulse. We're looking for this to finish as a 1. Okay, then what I'd be looking for whenever this finishes, okay, is a 3-wave move down as a 2 to continue this higher. So the next time I'll be trading any of these USD dollar pairs, I will be selling it for that 2-wave, and then I'll be looking for the place where I want to buy it back up. Currently on NZDUSD is looking like this area, okay. It's looking like this area here. Yeah, so look, I mean, I wish there was more I could tell you, but this price is just, I just see us slowly going up like this until we reach a point, probably fake lower, come back up, grab the high, and then go lower for the second wave. Something along those lines, okay? There's news tomorrow. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen today. It could happen in Asian session. But I would not buy it, and I think it's too early to try and sell. That's the God's honest opinion. Same with GBPUSD. Okay, they've managed to they're squeezing shorts. Okay, for one, they keep trying to make people go down, pull up, try and make people go down, but they're clearly reaching for higher. Okay, we've got some inefficiency here that GBPUSD might be reaching for. Okay, but ultimately, this is not. Okay. We could go. Let me count this. By the way, put a count on it, a rough count. I'll get into more detail tonight on the counts, but this would be fair to say this is likely the correct count. I've got this here. Why? Because I'm thinking potentially ABC, wasn't it? Don't like it anymore. Right, so yeah, if I go to Euro USD, no, there we go. Euro USD, I think, is given a slightly clearer price action. Okay, you didn't hear it, but I did say in the other video, this is why I drew this out. I was looking for price to come down to, you know, the 50 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. At the time it was, we're there, okay. And then see what price does. Well, when price has spent so long up here that the 50 EMA is caught up with it up here, and price hasn't seen the 0.382 yet. I think we're coming down. I think price will come lower than just below the 50% at least. No, actually, I don't know. I don't know that. I assume it might, but at the same time, I still think we're gonna get a high from Euro USD as well before we get a significant move down. Euro USD, if anything, is the most potential tradable one out of the ones we've looked at so far. But I wouldn't touch it right now, honestly, unless I see it down here and we get an accumulation, or I see it up here with some kind of trap information. Okay, so I see price up here, you know, I don't know, ending diagonal, that would be good. You know, break a structure, great, I'll take it down. I want to see that fifth wave here, but currently it looks like it might want to do a bit more of a fourth wave before even giving us that. So yeah, I'll stay away from Euro USD, I'll stay away from GBPUSD, I'll stay away from NZDUSD, and now we're going to look at AUDUSD, which I'm pretty sure is the same stuff. Look, okay, still looking for a complete 5. Currently, it looks like we might be getting that now, but what I'd need to see again, yeah, first of all, this, I think, to be safe, that's the low that needs to break. But I mean, if I saw something like this, I'd be interested, as long as price could come back in here and then do the same thing on a smaller time frame. Yeah. So we're going to go into the crosses. The crosses we might find when the market makers are not moving the majors, they're usually in something else, and that's usually the crosses, which is like your Euro GBP or your Euro Chef or your NZDJPY, things like that. This isn't actually something I was looking for. Where's GBP CAD or something like that? NZD Chef looks okay. Let's see. Let's just remove any drawings and have a look at what's here. Okay. Looking pretty bullish. But what first thing I notice here is we definitely left a gap over there. We come down. This over here is not impulsive. Okay. So in here, that's impulsive. In here, that's impulsive. The whole structure is corrective. Okay. And this here is corrective. This move is corrective, and it's still corrective after. I'm going to, we are on the daily, by the way, so I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna do too much, but just an idea of what price is doing. That's what I'm looking for. This whole move coming down is corrective. Okay, you don't see a 1, 2, a 3 that leaves with a 4 and a 5. This whole thing is corrective. Doesn't, like, these crosses, they a lot of their movements are just corrective. A lot of the time you don't see on the higher time frames clear impulsives. structures. So trying to think of a way that we could potentially trade this. That's all. Because look, if this is impulsive, okay, then we got to have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump onto the 4 hour time frame. Okay. So whatever that is irrelevant to me because I'm focusing on this. After this corrective move, we got a 1. I can clearly see that's a 1. This is a 2. Okay. There's a 3, there's a 4, and there's a 5. Now, I do not believe, okay, this is from here. Well, I shouldn't just go with my belief, actually. Let's check. What I was gonna say is I don't believe this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I don't know that, so let's have a look. What would make me know that we're not coming down to do a 5th wave? Well, the first thing is this. The most important thing, the most thing that would really let me know is if we touch the 0.618 from the prior two wave, then I know this is not a 4th wave. Okay, if we touch that 618 over here, let's clear some of that. If we touch that 618 over here, this is not a 4th wave. Okay, and so that will give me more of a bullish bias because I'll be like, okay, cool, we could be going right back up now, all right? Because if this was 1, 2, 3, 4 cannot touch the 618, okay? Okay, this a little cleaner. Now, if we get a nice distribution in this area, it's likely we will anyway. You know why? Regardless of whether we're going to continue lower or higher, because just purely because we can grab some liquidity here, we could avoid hitting the 618 and come and fill in this inefficiency. That's something that can happen. Or we might not even grab the liquidity there. We might just go and do that first. Okay, so I'm getting somewhere here. Bear with me. Great place to trap the 50 EMA, as always. Now, what do I have coming up from here? I have impulsive, 1 or an A. I definitely have 1 or an A. I have a B or a 2. Both, whether this is A, B, or 1, 2, just looking at it, I know by time, by Fibonacci ratio, it's fine. It's perfect for both of them. I'm slightly more on the impulsive bias currently because everything coming down here is corrective. Okay, that's perfect for a 2. And in time, okay, in time it's the minimal 0.382. That's been done. Somewhere over here, one of these lows is the low. It probably is this one. So we just passed the 0.382. So that's fine for a 2 wave. That's the minimum that you'd like to see. At least passing the 0.382 for a B wave or for a 2 wave. So let's look at it. If we got a 1-2, there's also this channel will help. I'm probably not going to leave it on the chart right now, but let's see. 5, 3, 5. I'm going with a zigzag over there. I'm going with this channel. So if we go a 1 and a 2, in here is almost certainly a leading diagonal. If not, then we have some kind of a WXY in the 2 wave. Let's have a look at this. I don't even know where to count it from first. I'm going to need to go into the 15-minute first. This is me doing an analysis from scratch right now, so we're just gonna see how I come to a biased, okay, a bias. This could lead with a trade to a trade at the end, a trade for the day. I'm so not interested in the USD majors right now. Oh, I didn't check USDJPY. I will do that. I was expecting that a 0.886 hit happens. We may have touched it there from here to here. Probably have. Looking for a diag. I'm looking for a diag in here. 1. We can't have any flats. So that doesn't take the high. So this can be 1. This can be 2. This I don't see 3, 4, 5. I mean, we could 3, but 3 wouldn't have taken out the high, which reduces probabilities. It's not actually an invalidation. Okay, new Elliott Wave rules is not an invalidation, but it does reduce the probabilities. If that third wave doesn't take out the high, which is here, it doesn't take out the high. What is this? So, okay, we've come down and we've grabbed liquidity here. Something started here. So I can start my count from here, knowing that something started here, knowing that this here is unclear, could be some form of a WXY, could be, might not be. What's going on from this point here? Let me just work that out, get to the 15-minute. Okay. Well, this is a 1 or an A. Yeah. Trying to find a way to potentially fund a trade today without waiting for this. If the 618 gets hit, that's beautiful. You're looking for a drop into some form of demand, and if this is left like this, your demand will probably be here. But at the same time, we do have a gap just below here with some equal lows above it. So yeah, I would be coming lower than that. I would be looking for somewhere around here for demand. My first point that I would be happy to look for potential buys would be here, because I know this candle was, I knew it would be a like 10 o'clock candle, I was going to say, but it's 9:45. It's fine, but it's a market opening and closing type play here. So it opened with no wick. It left the gap here and left equal lows there. So all of this is liquidity. All of this is liquidity down here. Even it looks like we might have another candle with no wick over here. Okay, it does have a wick. But yeah, the earliest place I would buy from would be just here, potentially. Okay, because there's no guarantee this is even bullish yet. No guarantee for that. So we're kind of in the middle here. I need price to either hit that 618 and fall down, and then I know we're bullish, but I'm looking for a good entry, or avoid this 618 and fall down, and then at that point we potentially got a fourth wave. We potentially got a fourth wave, and we could be going to make new lows. Okay, with this being the count 1, 2, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our 3, our 4, and we could be coming down to make the purple 5. Okay, so that would be a good sell. Now this would be A, this would be B, and we'd need C, and I preferably we take out the high. Most C waves take out the end of the A wave. Only running flats don't, and running flats are the rarest structure, and this isn't a running flat anyway, because we didn't come back down to at least 90% of the A. Okay, let me just clarify. If this was A, B, C, the B wave needs to come to at least 90% for it to be a flat. So this is not a flat anyway. So we're not looking at a flat. We're looking at a zigzag, and then in that case, we definitely want to see this high get taken out. So the first target anyway is this high getting taken out. That's what's happening, I believe, today, that this high will get taken out sometime soon. And we need to watch for signs of distribution. So we can start looking at maybe if we see any bearish divergences forming. That's something I could do. Then monitor. I think I'm going to change the name of the video. I was going to put all USD pairs analysis and crosses, but I think I'm going to just, I want to find another title. I'm going to just do a deep dive into NZDUSD price movement or something like that. Right. For this to diverge properly, price will need to take out this high while the TDI stays below this line here. That would look good to me. Okay, that did happen, but I want local. I want to see it locally. Actually, that's what I'd need to see for me to. Oh, it does look like. It really does look like. I'm seeing this take off, and I can see us coming, like, you know, up here pretty soon, and then dropping back down. I want to see that. Once we're in that area, I want to see the bearish divergence and us to avoid the 618, because I'm looking for a good opportunity, right? We're outside here, which is good. I'm looking for a good opportunity, right? So a good opportunity would be that this is going to be a fourth wave, and that we can go and make another low, because that would give us a great risk to reward. I'm not so confident that's what's going to happen. I actually do think that we'll come to this area. We may miss the 618 as well, but we'll come down to retrace and continue back up. Okay, this is not impulsive. Okay, so I might have been saying 1 or 8. I'm sure I can count it impulsive, but it's higher probability a corrective structure. Let's see. Let's see. I don't want to assume anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That works. That definitely works as a 1. None of the rules are broken. I can see we didn't hit the 0.682. 0.618, sorry. I can see that. Yeah, that counts as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nicely. Okay, 1 is the shortest wave. 3 is not the shortest wave. You can definitely do this. Let's see what else. Here, is it 1, 2, 1, 2? Because I can't go 1, 2, 3, 4 for no reason, not even for a diac. When I look at the rest of the structure, I can see it's not that. So this would have to be a 1, 2, 1, 2 if we're looking for something impulsive. 1, 2, 1, 2. There does be another 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. No. This, I don't believe this can be counted impulsively. 1, 2. We need a 3 that doesn't overlap. Don't have that. Okay. So to me, this A, B, C or A, B, C. This is corrective. Started off okay, but then it clearly got corrective. Yeah. I want to see if there's something a bit more telling as to what's going on here. But with this moving corrective and me not finding the impulse within it, okay, with as much as this looks good, as beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this pullback here was a bit brief for a 2-wave, just a little bit, but it was fine. It didn't break any rules. Struggled to find an impulsive structure in here and potentially the low here. Okay, this is definitely corrective. Okay, so I'm thinking A, B, C. I'm thinking A, B, C, and it does actually appear to me that we're going to get 4 here, a purple 4 here, and a drop down. So my initial belief was that will be bullish, but that has changed now. That has changed. My bias is more to the downside. This channel will be telling as well. This channel would be telling. If we are, that's what we could be doing. There's one more way this could be bullish. Okay. Where this would be a zigzag in a 1, a 2. This would be another zigzag in a 3. Then we get a 4, then a 5 in some kind of a leading diagonal. If this turns into a leading diagonal, that would be bullish. This could still be a leading diagonal, we can still be bullish. So I'm now starting to think maybe I was right initially. But this is the beauty of the 618 when you're using the Fibonacci's with Elliott Wave. The moment that's touched, my bias is up, bullish. If we come here, grab the high, we distribute, I'm going to jump in sales because price is going to go down somewhat, okay? Whether or not it makes this next low or not, I'll be able to analyze the chart, and you know, my bias could change or whatever, but sells are coming regardless. Even if we come and touch this 618, there's going to be some form of a drop somewhere in this area. And yeah, that, just to be clear on that. Now it might be, if this is going to be a diagonal, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that drop will be useless. Okay, so if this touches that 618, be aware that we might just get a little drop like that, because it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a diag, and that's how they work. That's it. That's all there is here. We're looking for a leading diagonal, or we're looking for a fourth wave. Both will appear corrective. Both will be corrective in, you know, start like this bit's impulsive, cool. This looks impulsive, it isn't. And that's another thing we can prove when we hit this 0.886. One thing we'll be clear on is that once the 0.886 is hit, the probabilities of this being a 1 and a 2 would be extremely low. And at the same time, I couldn't see this as anything but A wave. I mean, maybe you might want to say, okay, A, B, C, but no, it doesn't suit for me. I think we got this correct. Everything here is good. Everything's going to start to prove itself. We need the 0.618 hit so we can take buys on a retrace, but just know that if it's hit, the only bullish structure we're looking for is a leading diagonal. So after that, we'd expect a 3-wave move down and then a move back up. That is my highest probability scenario right now. It's basically, that's what I believe is going to happen right now. I believe that's what we're getting. So yeah, I can put my alert over here. When price takes out the high, I can come over here and have a good look and see if there's a trade for me. Let's find another cross to quickly check. Yeah, GJ would be nice. Give me 1 second. Come back. Right. GJ. Let's go with GJ. Daily time frame. I'm gonna take off everything. Everything locally at least. Great stuff. Notice I'm starting to sound a little bit more cockney in my old age. It doesn't make any sense. 1, 2, or A, B. This is a very shallow pullback and a very quick pullback, which is a bit suspect if I'm being honest. Okay. I want to see that we at least hit that 0.382. Don't want to see less than that, or it's going to be a bit complicated. Thank God. Great. Okay, so can be A, B, can be 1, 2. Most likely A, B in my eyes. But we'll see. Oh, okay, let's see what's going on here. see what's going on here. What I'm doing is putting a channel on here. It can help me with price action, because at the end of the day, if this is corrective, it's going to basically stay within the channel. Okay. Now this if we proper left and we didn't come back in the channel, that would be an impulsive, that would be a sign of a 3. Now we've done exactly that. This really looks like a zigzag to me. It really looks like a zigzag to me. As you can see, the majority of this price action has stayed within the channel. Okay, this looks like a 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correction. That's 5, 3, 5. Zigzag. Okay. If not, okay, if we was to say 1, 2, and we're looking for 3, okay, in green, then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 came into the prior 4th wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 4. And we're looking for this. All right, but that would give us 1, 2, 3. Then we'd come back down 4 again, and then we'll go up 5 for green 5. Okay, and we need to hit that 1618 over here at least now, because I'm sure I drew that from the first 1, 2. Okay, I believe this is a zigzag. Let me just put that out there. But we don't trade what I believe, we trade the probabilities. Now, this, assuming this is a 1, because it's easy for me to say A, B, C, okay? That's what I want to say. We have to look at that. This 1, 2, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So, right. That's why this is here. That's my 2 wave. That's the end of the 3rd wave. You see how easy this can be when you're using the Fibonacci's with Elliott Wave? Because clearly, if price comes and touches this, that's it. I'm looking for sells. Okay, I know I've got some kind of trend line liquidity over here, so maybe we'll do something like this. Okay, because that will be an invalid 4th wave. It cannot come and touch the 0.618 over here. It cannot be come and touch this 0.618, because then we know it's not a 4th wave. Okay, and we need it to be a 4th wave. Now we've got Fibonacci time. This is our 2 wave. We don't want it to be 6 times longer, but we don't even really want to see 5 times longer, the 4th wave compared to the 2nd wave. Okay, so if we're gonna come down and make another low, which I would much prefer, if this is gonna be a 4th wave, we need to come and take, I prefer that we come and take this low here, this A wave, and this would be a B, and then we're looking for a C. Okay, already not so, but this finished just before the 0.382, but maybe I might, we might have had it a bit wrong and it hits the 0.382, which is the minimal time length for a 4th wave. It's not a rule, it's a guideline. It's not an invalidation. So potentially this can be 1, 2, 3, 4. Potentially I had the 4 there, but probabilities to me are not favorable. So if this coming up here in green, 1, 2, 3, 4 is what we're looking for. Impulsive, okay. Then preferably we come down again. Preferably we swipe these lows. And then we do not touch the 618. That's our hard solid rule. No preferably there. We cannot touch it. The red one. Right, let me just see the TDI. Let me see what the likelihood is. Let's see what price is doing around the yearly. Currently, my mind, you know, what I'm seeing. I would like to take sales. Currently, if I see signs of distribution, I'd currently like to see sales in this area, but not before taking out this high. I see those inside supply zones. They often get hit. That's me looking at the price action, the supply and demand that's happening in here. Okay, we've hit this area here. We took out this supply. Oh, we took out this supply. But it's inside supply, but we did take out this supply wick. That is interesting. Since then, we broke structure, all internal. We haven't broken a single outside point yet. So that could, you know, signal bullish. I'm not convinced. Oh, there we go. There we go. Currently, what we can do, we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Already I have things. So we got 0.86 hit here. We got this inefficiency here. And I'm sure we got bullish divergence. Got bullish divergence over here. Clearly you can see that on the daily. The 4 hour will be very obvious. Can definitely count 5 here, but it's definitely corrective to me. So sooner or later, take out the high. Not even just this. Sooner or later, take out these highs. That's a strong bias I have. Sooner or later, we'll take out those highs. Currently, this market is moving weird. I would like to see a distribution, some reason to take this down. Potentially, we swipe this high, looking just like, was it NZD Chef? Yeah. Currently, it's looking like NZD Chef to me. We want to take out this high and drop, but then we could go higher and take out that high. Where's my count? So yeah, we're between a rock and a hard place on most, even these crosses. What is going on there? Laptop is frozen. I don't know what's going on here. And 1 second. Trying to get control of my laptop. And we're back. Cool. GJ is not easy, man. basically from the daily point of view, yeah, what we could be doing is making another high and then turning around. But first, could be making the low. I think we could be making a low first. I think we could form some form of supply, come down, take this low, and then go higher. Or we'll come up, swipe this trendline liquidity, or maybe take all the highs into this supply and then drop, because this is higher probability to meet corrective. But just because it is Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Doesn't mean we're not getting a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I do think we're gonna get this. It's just in between it. In between that time, where is this drop coming from? We have the supply here, and we could just make some supply go down lower. So yeah, GJ, yeah, it's not looking great either. It's the markings are there. It's great. The markings are there, so I'll be coming back to that. Daily time frame. Let's see what GBP NZD. NZD, actually, I hate usually trading GBP NZD, Euro NZD, but those might be the best ones. And the Euro GBP, they might be the ones to move today, because it doesn't look like the others are. And it does look like it's moving actually, so I probably missed that. It's 2 o'clock. Okay, actually it's 2 o'clock. Let's see. 4-hour time frame. Oh, this I think is what's moving. But can you see how you see what they're doing? You see, like, I don't like trading markets like that. But yeah, I think this is about to dump. I do. Let me see. I need to check something. I need to check here. There's space. There's space. And there's plenty of space. Oh, well, no, there's no space here, but that's fine. That's fine, because it's the 15. See, this is clearly a 3. This has clearly been broken. If we can get a pullback, I will sell this. I know I've jumped the gun and you might not understand why I'm so bearish on it. I will get to that. If we could get that, I don't think we probably will get that. Go to that hour. Let's try and explain this. It's corrective anyway. So this isn't going too far. This isn't going too far. Not too far, no. It'd probably come and take this low though. Oh, we're already doing that. We're already doing that. It did look a bit more promising on the higher time frame. So this is going to be a distribution, okay? Because we've come and we've taken this low over here, but I can see that I've got the 1618 and the 2 over here. So am I looking for a 4th wave? Let's work that out. I like it when I come back and see these markings from God knows how long ago, and they're playing out. You can see how at least how relevant they are to the market structure. First of all, this is not 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it could be A, B, which means I've got another channel I could have on my chart. Okay, see that channel, you can see when we got to the midline, we started to distribute and we dropped off. This is looking very zigzaggy to me. A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. And the pullback is so shallow. It's incredibly shallow. Oh, we hit the 380. I did do that already, right? This one looks really shallow to me. Every single time I look at it, I probably measured that 100 times. Anytime I've come and seen this chart, I've probably measured that. 1, A, B. This has finished something and it's coming down, okay? Honestly, I wouldn't try and count this impulsive in any way at all whatsoever. I literally think we've just finished the correction. I do. And I want to take everything off, go to the weekly, and then the daily and have a look, because I really want to everything inside. It's hard to we're coming off this supply zone, this weekly supply zone that is in control, that broke this low. Okay, we faked distribution here, ran up. This is actually a B, and we're in a C. It's more expansive. It looks a bit more impulsive, but really and truly, it is corrective. When you look in the detail, it's corrective. Okay, here you could have said 1, 2, 3, 4, but we came and tapped into 1. But you can see that these are more impulsive looking than anything we got here and anything we got here. So they're trying to get people to buy the market. We slapped into the supply zone on the weekly. GBPUSD is bearish. Okay, and as we can see from my channel, you know, this did not leave and continue out of the channel. We came back into the channel, making closes inside the channel on the weekly, and now we're taking out demand, weekly demand, okay? But I wouldn't buy it now. I mean, I wouldn't sell it now, definitely not. If anything, yeah, look for a way to buy this up. You could if you're a scalper like myself, but ultimately the best thing for you to do is literally wait for a pullback into supply, another distribution, and sell this thing. I'm surprised actually. I didn't expect GBPUSD to be bearish, but it's clearly bearish to me. It's clearly bearish to me. I would sell this to the lowest demand in this leg. Yeah, the lowest demand in this leg. Things like that, I'm selling below. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll be taking out this low, but for a good trade, yeah, I'd be looking at either here or the imbalance over, you know, in between here. But definitely, you know what? See, we got this efficiency there. Definitely, I would be happy to take out the majority of my positions once we took out this low. I'll put this here just to indicate that it's equal lows over there. No wick. That's a target for me. That's a decent trade for me. I just need that pullback. I don't want to sell something that I know is going to pull back very soon. I know it's going to pull back very soon. But this, at least, yeah. And I know my stop loss isn't going to have to be that wide. Know that. But I need to see price action come here and give me a top to use. Now, we still do have a 0.886 touch here. We do have that. I can't ignore it. Yeah, we got that just. hit. So yeah, corrective, but I guarantee you on the other end we probably got the 0.886 hit as well. So right over here, that's clearly hit. I don't have to measure that. Okay, we clearly evidence. I mean about these crosses, you get corrective everywhere. And so yeah, I like to trade the C waves or the potential free waves on these, and I don't take them too serious. Like I'm not trying to see too much more. GBP NZD, I think is gonna be good, but what we need to see is something like this: a clear free wave move, a move lower, then a clear free wave move higher. It could be like that. Yeah, it might actually be thick and long like that. Pause. But I'm actually looking for something like this. Lava. Yeah, I'm looking for something like this. Right, let's go to GBP or let's have a look at this. I've never seen such a miserable trading setups across the board. I have a feeling this might end in the diagonal. Whatever this is this is looking, so the pound is looking kind of potentially bearish right now. Oh, that's it, GBP CAD. This looks okay. This looks decent. Let's break into this. Let's get into this because this has had the 618 hit. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So okay, we're looking at potentially a 1. Okay, because we're now looking at a potential zigzag. All right, let's slow down, pull back a bit. Have a look at where we are. Okay, this move coming up is clearly corrective. We've broken structure up here, and okay, weekly. I'd say we're bullish. Yeah. But like the others, we've hit that supply zone over here. I want a fresh chart. No, forget. Hit the supply zone over here. We could drop from here. I think we're going up. I think we're going up before we drop. This looks like a 1, 2, 3. As you can see, this is clearly not 4 because we've come into the price range of 1. 618 would have been hit already. If we look at it from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing. I don't want to count this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because I don't believe this is the 4 for this 2. I don't believe they're of the same degree. I believe in here is a 5-wave move. In here is a 5-wave move. In here is a 3-wave move. So I believe we've got a zigzag and zigzag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ending diagonal. I'm looking for. Problem with that is that would potentially lead to this high get taken. 1, 2. No, we could be fine. We could be fine. Yeah, that works. That works. But either way, no. Because if it does take it, that would tell us a lot as well. I was just looking for reasons to sell this right now. Okay, because there's a sell coming imminently. You can see how far up we've come, and yeah, I would be looking for sells. Currently, though, on the daily, don't need all these though. One, two. So that means if that's the low, if that's the the low of the correction finished, I can aim for at least the 0.682, the 0.618. Okay, the bare minimum, which is at least take out the high. Okay, this would be better. So to to clarify, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a drop off that I'm looking for in GBP CAD. Okay, that's what I'm looking for in GBP CAD. That's what I believe is going to happen. The daily time frame, we came up and we hit this level. We've come down and we've hit the 618. So yeah, okay, it's not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we still got the diagonal, and that's because I can just see this is gonna take that high. I've seen it so many times. You have to understand how many times I've taken cells of areas like this, even though it will come up and it will give us the beautiful distribution here and break a structure, retest and go down. Yeah, it will usually not go too far down. Something like this, okay? Something like this. And we're going back up to take out that high. I mean, Bitcoin did it yesterday, for goodness sakes. Bitcoin did this yesterday, right? It's been doing that, exactly this. Okay, it hasn't even taken the high yet, but it shall, it will. Over here, Bitcoin, I could see it was going to do it. I've seen it too many times. Yeah, and this one wasn't so obvious. It's not even as obvious as what it looks like to me on GBP CAD. Okay, this, everybody started selling this here. Look again, a nice perfect distribution. Look at this. Look at this. That's what you're looking for. No follow through. They're coming to take out that high. They're coming to take out this high. Okay, they're coming to take out this high. We just don't want to jump in yet. Let's see where we could jump in. GBP CAD is first taking this high. So you see now we've hit that 618, but we've not turned to bearish straight away. Just because we know this isn't a fourth wave does not mean that direction is being changed yet. It's not every case that, okay, we're going the other way because of that. You have to put everything into context, and this here is corrective. This is a 3. This is a 3. This, yes, it's a 5. But unless you're going to say, all right, let's say we had a leading diagonal here, 1, and then we got 2, then we got 3, we're looking 4, 5. We've already crossed into there. So look, there's no way any of this is impulsive, it's all corrective. This move down here may be counted impulsive, but if you go into the detail, maybe. But as we can see, it's not. We're looking for buys. We can put on this now, and we can go to the hour, and we can use the market maker method alongside Elliott Wave now, which gives me the best edge on the markets. So already I know, yes, I want to buy this. We have accumulation at the 13. I'd have much preferred that if it happened at the 50. I'd have much preferred that. This might just be going. Might just be going. If I could get a pullback, I'd be interested. You can see the relevance of the channel every time. We've swiped some highs, some relative equal highs. Price might come and do the high again and then drop. So it's not favorable to get in now. What would be good is if price came to the 50, or if price came to, sorry, this demand, because the 50s, I think, out of the question now. Unless, you know, they waste time and let the 50 catch up, then yeah, we'll see the 50 again. Other than that, I don't think so. The 50 and the 200 have yet to cross. That's another thing. The movement up is very steep. I can only count this as A, B, C, or maybe we've got a 1 in here. Maybe we've got a 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't want to say 1, A, B, C, 2. I don't really count running flats. This here, impulsive, definitely, but it just, because of this here not being too clear, this could be a C. Okay, so we could have the same, it could be A, B, C, but it doesn't mean it's not bullish. It could still be the same thing. Looking for a leading diagonal. Could be. Okay, bottom line is I'm looking to take that high out. I'm looking for a pullback so that I can take a position to aim to take that high out. But what we have to understand is if we are going to do this as a zigzag, yeah, you know, this it's not, this price doesn't move in a straight line. It's basically what I'm trying to say. Price doesn't move in a straight line. The next position might, the next position, if we're gonna do this, the next trade might be to sell. But I'm looking for price to come here somewhere around the 50 EMA, so I can potentially take this up. Okay, but if this is a zigzag within itself like this, we can look for this, then this, then this, then this, then, you know, I think that's more actually what could happen. Yeah, I've tried. There's nothing too great that I can say to get into. I'm gonna keep my eyes on crypto. If I get something on crypto, I'll be sure to go live. But right now, I just see myself rambling, and I don't want to do so. So, what's my final thought on the GBP CAD right now? Well, that would be that I do believe we're going to take that high up. Okay, we are not currently impulsive over here, as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as this has been taken. Okay, so we could sell, but this is corrective to me also, and so therefore I'm thinking of a zigzag, and I don't do the expanding zigzags as they are really, really rare. Never preferred unless everything else fails. So I'm more likely to count this all as a 1 or a A, B, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in an ending diagonal. Something along those lines. Okay. So please like, comment, share, subscribe. I am going to do some slightly different videos and more analysis. I'm going to be back tomorrow, and we're going to start early so that we can see what's going on, because tomorrow I definitely expect there to be some movements in the markets across the board. All right, trade safe and peace.